The real question here is if Deku is street tier. Now, if you don't know what happened in the last week, we got Deku versus Miles Morales. Before this fight even dropped, we had everyone coming out of the woodwork from the Marvel side saying how Miles is universal and all these different things, taking all these different comics and variants that Miles was in and saying that, yeah, he is that guy. He's got that dog in him. And I already knew where this was going to go prior to the episode coming out. And to Death Battle's, I guess to their credit, they did put a lot of the stuff from Marvel into the fight and the calculations, because if it was Miles from the video game or Miles from Into the Spider-Verse, I mean, it's not even close. He's just so much weaker than the Marvel variant, the comic book variant. But once you got a hold of the Marvel variants, yeah, he stands a little bit of a chance against Deku, but Deku is not street tier, and unfortunately the majority of Miles' feats are street tier. I mean, maybe block tier right above it. I mean, he does have the super strength, but Deku, I mean, if you've seen any of the fights that Deku has had in the show, and specifically not just the show, but even the movies, if we're going to bring the movies into it, which as of right now, the movies are set to be canon, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Deku is, I would say, city tier, if not a little bit more, depending how much of One For All he can actually use. Now, in the show, I haven't seen him use it to the extent where it's like a nuclear bomb. Like he's not fighting Dragon Ball characters or anything. And hell, he's not even fighting, I would even say he's fighting the original Thor from MCU Thor. Like, maybe he can fight him a little bit, but he's not going to defeat him, in my opinion. I don't think he'll defeat MCU Thor, which is the weaker version of the Thor that we've seen in the comics. But Deku is extremely powerful. And after the episode came out, and spoiler alert, Deku wins, because of course he does, the internet just went crazy and they started saying that Deku only fights street tiers because he wants to destroy them, right? Because he wants easy wins. He's saying that everyone was making fun of him because he only goes for easy wins, or he is street tier in general. And then it morphed into him just thirsting for street tiers because he wants easy wins to prove that he's strong, essentially, is what people were saying. So, and then it became like, it morphed all the way up to like an insult to Miles and Spider-Man, to an insult to Deku, and then to like Deku being a bloodthirsty maniac that only attacks people who are literally standing on the fucking street. And so, with that being said, the real question is, what level of tier is Deku? Is he street tier? Is he block tier? Is he city tier? Is he continent tier? Is he world tier? Is he universe tier? Like, what is he? What is this guy? I think that personally for me, All Might was not even city tier. I really don't think he's city tier. I don't think he's that strong. I think he can destroy multiple blocks with 100% one for all punch or something like that. That's probably the extent of All Might's, the strength of his attacks. I think that he can decimate blocks of city blocks. That's about it. But with him being able to nuke a city, I don't think so. I don't think any of his power can nuke a city, to be honest with you. Now, what the villain in My Hero, what's his name? The one that destroys things by touching it. Now he, in my opinion, is city tier because he can easily just crumble everything, and that's something that they can do. That's why he's such a huge threat. But Deku, I don't think he's city tier, but I do think it's really, really funny the way that an insult to Miles became an insult to Deku, and then became morphing Deku into a bloodthirsty character that is hunting down anyone who stands on the street. That's hilarious to me. But let me know what you guys think. Is Deku street tier? Let me know in the comments.